I think some people just don't want to wear masks at all, and those are the people that will have a hard time putting them back on.
A day after the province of Manitoba announced that masks will be mandatory again, questions still remain about when the returning restrictions will be put back in place as we prepare for an inevitable fourth wave of COVID-19.
Certainly, the longer people were circulating indoors without masks, the more risk there was.
Epidemiologist Cynthia Carr says masks are not a silver bullet to beating COVID-19. However, they are an important layer of added protection against the virus. Carr says Israel removed their mask order and reimposed it only 10 days later as COVID cases began to climb. She says bringing back mandatory masks in public spaces was the right thing to do given the variants of concern.
Because if it had gone on too much longer, certainly there was potential for us to be in a situation, like Saskatchewan, Alberta, BC are seeing with surging cases.
Yeah, so those gyms that opened it wide up and allowed people to come in with no masks are going to have some backlash.
Stephanie Jeffrey is the executive director with the Manitoba Fitness Council. Jeffrey says it's been mixed reviews from the fitness industry about the province's decision to re-mandate masks in public spaces. She says generally people don't like to work out with masks on. Something some owners have done when masks were not required, she says, was offer fitness classes to vaccinated-only participants, but expects many people will ditch their gym memberships over being forced to mask up once again.
Newer members who joined because the mask mandate had been lifted may be the first people to go back out the door, cancel their memberships, put their memberships on freeze.
It's a little bit frustrating, for sure, but, if it's being mandated and if it's a public health concern, of course we will comply.
Catherine Jakovich, owner of Blue Sky Fitness, wants more clarification on the provincial rule change. At this time, the government has only said the province will require that everyone wear masks in public indoor settings, including schools. However, what's unclear is if privately owned gyms, like hers, can make their own rules.
Because if that was the case, I could always say, well, if I was to require people to be fully vaccinated, would they still need to wear a mask? Is that up to me as a private business, as an indoor space, or are we considered a public business?
Further details on where and how masks will be mandated across the province are expected to be rolled out later this week. In Winnipeg, Mark Neufeld, City News.